Hello, and welcome to Chabot News for March 9th, 2023. My name is Angelisa Dominguez, and today we will be covering soccer in Turkey, shipwreck resolutions, NASA's latest launches, and the upcoming Mario movie. All that and more coming up on today's edition of Chabot News. In our first story this week, a crew for SpaceX and NASA is spending their first morning in outer space. The company and the space agency launched their latest mission with the Crew 6 team to the International Space Station Thursday, March 2nd. The rocket blasted off from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. This launch followed a failed attempt on Monday, February 27th. A problem with fluid used to start the rocket's first stage engines forced NASA to change plans. Thursday's launch was the sixth joint crew rotation mission between SpaceX and NASA, and is a part of NASA's Commercial Crew Program, which sends the agency's astronauts to the ISS on private spacecraft. An amazing discovery in the Great Lakes brings closure to a shipwreck mystery, buried at sea for more than a century. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
Deep below the surface of Michigan's icy Lake Huron, a 128-year-old shipwreck mystery has been solved. NOAA officials, in conjunction with the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary, say the remains of the long-lost Ironton shipwreck have been found in remarkably preserved condition. Researchers used cutting-edge technology to locate the 191-foot Ironton, which collided with another vessel in 1894, sinking both ships and leaving only 2 survivors behind. Officials say the lake's cold, fresh waters helped preserve the sunken ship, which is resting upright with all 3 masts still standing, and its lifeboat, which doomed crew members tried unsuccessfully to use, still tethered to the vessel's stern. A scary situation on a plane could be a cautionary tale for traveling with technology. Passengers say a battery pack charging a cell phone caught fire in an overhead bin, filling the cabin of a Spirit Airlines flight with smoke. The fire was put out and the plane made an emergency landing in Florida, where firefighters came on board to check everything out. Spirit Airlines later thanked the responders and the crew and passengers for their quick actions. Finally, stargazers may have thought they were seeing double recently, but that's only because Jupiter and Venus happen to be passing in the night sky. The event, called a conjunction, happens when one planet passes another as they orbit the sun, giving astronomy aficionados around the world a telescopic 2-for-1. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Thank you, Jeremy, for those stories. Multiple sideshows took place overnight in Oakland, and a big rig was involved in one of them. The first sideshow occurred near Keller Avenue and Mountain Boulevard at 12:15 a.m. 30 to 35 vehicles were reportedly engaging in illegal sideshow activity, police said. The second sideshow occurred at 3200 Grand Avenue at around 12:34 a.m. 10 vehicles were reportedly engaging in illegal sideshow activity, Oakland police said. The third sideshow occurred around 1:15 a.m. at Hagenberger Road and Coliseum Way. Vehicles were seen doing donuts across all lanes as a crowd of people watched. 30 vehicles were reportedly engaging in illegal sideshow activity, police said. Oakland police told Cron 4 they are working to gather more information. OPD is aware of several people who were engaged in the overnight sideshows. Now, let's steer over to entertainment news with Claire.
Thanks, Angelisa. Nintendo fans' favorite pair of plumbers will be hitting the big screen a little sooner than expected. Universal has decided to release the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2 days earlier than originally announced. The studio says the new animated film will debut in North America on Wednesday, April 5th, instead of Friday, April 7th. The highly anticipated animated film stars Chris Pratt as Mario, Charlie Day as Luigi, and Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, all popular characters from the Super Mario Bros. Video games. But those are only a few of the big names voicing characters in the film. Once again, the new release date for the Super Mario Bros. Movie is Wednesday, April 5th. The legendary rock band Kiss has announced their final tour. The End of the Road tour will kick off this October in Austin, Texas. Kiss will make stops in 18 cities, including Los Angeles, Seattle, Knoxville, and Montreal. The band will finish their career where they started 50 years ago, New York City's Madison Square Garden. Tickets for the show sold by Live Nation will be available beginning Monday. Now, we go back to Angelisa for more Bay Area news.
Thanks, Claire. Police are investing after a man was fatally shot early Monday along San Francisco's Embarcadero. The shooting was reported about 12:40 a.m. in the area of Pier 5, a few blocks from the ferry building. Officers found a 43-year-old man with a gunshot wound and emergency crews gave him life-saving aid, but sadly, the man died at the scene. Police said. No arrests have been made, and police are asking anyone with information to call the San Francisco Police Department's 24-hour tip line at 1415-575-4444 or text a tip to TIP 411 and begin the text message with SFPD. Tips may remain anonymous. Now, we go to Evans with this week's sports report.
Thanks, Angelisa. Leading soccer figures raised more than $44 million in a single day for Turkey's Quake fundraising campaign. Rival managers and leading figures from the world of soccer have helped raise 845.7 million Turkish liras, or $44.8 million in a single day for the victims of last month's devastating earthquake that hit 12 provinces and killed more than 44,000 people in Turkey, according to Turkey's state-run Anadolu news agency. The fundraising telethon was aired live on Turkish television by the national broadcasters TRT Sport, A Sport, Sports TV, D Smart Sports, S Sport, TV Bu Sports, TV8 and Club Televisions, TRT Radio, Radio Gal, Radio Sport, League Radio, as well as many other digital media channels. Famous soccer players and managers, such as Kylian Mbappe, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, Ruud Gullit, Mikel Arteta, and Arsene Wenger joined the televised fundraiser called the Shoulder to Shoulder Fundraiser Campaign, which is set to run until June 15th. European Club Association and Paris Saint-Germain chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi also donated over $2 million to the campaign, Anadolu reported. Turkey's Ministry of Youth and Sports, Turkish Football Federation, Super League Club Association Foundation, and Bain Media Group organized the campaign to meet the needs of citizens affected by earthquakes, Anadolu reported. Qatari businessman and chairman of Bain Media Group, Nasser bin Ghanim Al-Khelaifi, also pledged to donate a total of $2.6 million, according to Turkey's state broadcaster TRT Haber. Authorities are investigating after gunmen shot up a business in Argentina Thursday, owned by soccer superstar Lionel Messi's in-laws. Police in Rosario, Messi's hometown, said several men on motorcycles fired more than a dozen shots into the grocery store, and they left behind a note threatening Messi. Authorities say they're reviewing surveillance videos and interviewing witnesses. The city of Rosario has suffered from a high rate of violence in recent years, as well as groups linked to drug trafficking. Messi is considered one of the best footballers of all time. He led Argentina's football team to win the World Cup in Qatar last year, and he plays for French club Paris Saint-Germain. That's all for sports this week. Back to you, Angelisa.
That's all for Chabot News this week. Thanks to all the students and staff in the Mass Communications Department here at Chabot College for making this production possible. You can watch us anytime online at youtube.com/ChabotTV. Stay tuned to KCTH Channel 27 for more Chabot TV.